Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is October 28th, 2022, and today is Friday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, Facebook or Meta, whatever its new name is, tumbles below $100 a share. Now that was even a $40 gap down. But first, looking at the major economic events of the day, a very important number coming out of the United States, a 2:30 South African time, core price index number coming out. That's an inflationary report. Now, as we look at the various markets going into this number, and next week we do have FOMC, Forex symbols, the US dollar looking to settle and gaining just a bit, while we're looking at the Dow Jones just unchanged from day to day, but the NASDAQ getting clobbered, some discrepancy there. Now looking at commodities, gold sold off while oil gained to $89 a barrel. Now looking at stocks, FAANG stocks by Microsoft got clobbered while Bitcoin sold off as well. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. Nothing is more evident than the Euro USD. As you could see, we capitulated almost to 101. Okay, we hit 170-ish level, but you can see here we're just at that 1-to-1 parity, okay, as we're making that correctional move. Now, this is the beginning. Okay, this is not a massive kind of move, but it is the beginning of a correctional move for the US dollar. Now, looking at the GBP, also gained a little bit. If we look at a 4-hour chart, just at the top of that move, the dollar gaining, the GBP losing ground. Looking at the Australian dollar, also the dollar getting stronger here, and also the Japanese yen, okay, as we're looking to reclaim some of that real estate. I mean, we hit 150, above 150-ish level. And we're trading right now on 146-ish levels, so we do have a lot of room to still make up. Now, jumping in commodities, this is really a big point for gold, where we hit the 200-day moving average and then sold off. This is really very crucial because we're trading between our two moving averages here, between 30-day and 200-day on a 4-hour chart. If you look at a daily, we're just hitting that 30-day moving average as well. So that has become resistance, and we're more inclined to still sell off, okay? Because if you look at the chart, it's still in a downwards trend momentum, okay? We did have some spikes, but I believe it's going to test this 1623 once again as it's losing ground. Now, looking at crude oil, we did gain to $89 a barrel yesterday. However, we did give up some of those gains at $87, but we're still in a tight range here. Nothing to really draw some conclusions to. Now, jumping into the Dow Jones, this is where it's really at. Now, we hit yesterday 32,400, and we're just dipping below 32,000 to 31,900-ish level. And this is really important because this is going to really tell us what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks, especially with the FOMC coming out with their rate statement next Wednesday on November 2nd. So just be aware of that, as that is still happening. Looking at the NASDAQ, we're also lower here as the NASDAQ sold off because of the tech stocks. I mean, if we look at Facebook, let's take a look. Facebook, where is it? There it is. You can't even see it. You think that it's ending up here. Look at it, okay? Look at it. You think it's right here? It's not right here. It's right here. That's where we opened up. We lost from $133 down to $97. That's over a $40 move almost, okay? And you could see that massive gap down and then a sell-off also. There is no strength in this. If this could break $100, guess what? It could go to $40. And if you don't believe me, let's take a look at a weekly chart just to give us perspective here. I mean, we haven't been in something like this since the inception. I mean, remember, this came out in 2011. And we're losing so much here. I mean, this is Facebook. This is one of the biggest companies in the world. And look at the chart. It is ugly, okay? And at some point, the indices will catch up to it, okay? If we look at Google also selling off quite sharply here, and Google's a little bit harder to see because on this chart system, the split does not really show where it's really trading. But if we look at even in a 4-hour chart, but I'm saying, like, you know, this is new lows for the year. Okay, let's just say it like that. Microsoft also on the bottom of its range. Didn't break lower, but on the bottom of the range. Apple also losing ground. Okay, so we do have some of the biggest companies losing ground from the upside. Intel even losing back to that $26 after rallying up to $27. Now, lastly, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin hit 20,000, almost 21,000, okay, just touching it briefly and then selling off. And this has been a big move for Bitcoin for over the past 2.5 months, I would say. It's been in this lull, and this was the first time it popped up above 20,000. Now, it's still in a range, okay, and the top of the range is 21,600. So I'm not going to say that it's, honestly going to turn around and see new highs here necessarily, but just play the range, okay? And, the higher range, obviously 21,000, 20,600-ish level. So we're not quite there, we're a bit below it. But if you do get a chance to trade this on just the range, okay, there's still money to be made, but you've got to make sure that you're on top of it, booking your profits and closing your losses just in case it's going a little bit against you. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day and a beautiful weekend. Thank you.